Good morning, Athens, and welcome to Education Matters, the official voice of the youth. Education Matters is sponsored by Drug Free Athens, helping to prevent substance abuse by youth. Ellison's Professional Services. When it comes to your tax return, go with who you know. Ellison's Professional Services. And Athens Bounce House Rental, where it's their pleasure to be a part of your celebration. And your local internet station, MEURadioAthens.com. My name is Aiden Dowdy, and joining me in the studio are
Nivea Hood,
Andrea Taylor.
And today we are talking about Encourage Her Academy with our two guests,
Kiarra Trammell,
Vee Phillips.
But before we jump back into today's show, Nivea will give us our words to grow on.
No.
Dre will give us our words to grow on. My fault.
Our quote today is by Michelle Obama, which says, "Every girl, no matter where she lives, deserves the opportunity to develop the promise inside of her." This quote was published June 15th in 2015.
And again, before we jump back into today's show, I will give us our history fact. Your history fact today is, did you know that on July 26, 1948, President Harry S. Truman signed an Executive Order 9981. This historic order officially ended racial segregation in the United States Armed Forces and declared that there would be equality for treatment and opportunity for all military personnel, regardless of race, color, religion, or natural origin. While integration took time to fully implement, the order marked a significant step towards equality and paved the way for future civil rights advancements. And that was your history fact.
Okay, so to get us started, what is Encourage Her Academy?
So we are a 501c3 youth development organization serving girls ages 6 to 17 in Athens and surrounding areas. So our motto is education beyond the classroom, and so we focus on different aspects that we know that young ladies do not learn in school but will be beneficial to them when they become adults.
So, what encouraged you to start this program in the first place?
I'm a native of Athens, grew up in Athens, and after just going through graduating high school, going to college, starting a family thing, I always knew I wanted to pour back into the community that poured into me. Mm-hmm. I just didn't know what that looked like. And so after a while of sitting down, just putting stuff, making a vision, writing it plain, it kind of like, okay, I want to pour back into the youth. The youth is where it's at. The youth is the next ones coming up. The youth are the ones that's going to carry us through. And so just coming up with a plan, and I was like, okay, nonprofit is a lane that I wasn't familiar with, but I became familiar with. Mm-hmm. And so when I decided to launch Encourage Her, it's kind of like I knew that it was a space that a lot of girls needed that they didn't have access to, and I wanted them to have access to a space that would be beneficial for them as they grow up.
Okay. And I want to know, what makes your organization different from other mentoring organizations?
Anybody that has had any type of crossings with EHA affiliations, whether you've seen us at community events, tabling events, whether you've come in and seen a workshop, you know that it's a family-oriented program. It's not just programming. It's really family-centered. Although we serve girls, we focus on her entire family because we don't want just what she learns at the organization to stop once she leaves us. We want the communication to continue at home, and so we wrap around her entire family. And that means not just mom and dad, grandma, dad, uncle, whoever the guardian is, there's a space for you as well. And so a lot of people are like, you know what, this is more like a family versus a program. And that's what we wanted to feel like, more than just an instructional space, but a space where everybody's learning and growing together.
What year did this program start?
We started in 2021.
And how do you think the program has progressed since you started it?
In tremendous numbers, right? So we just celebrated 5 years in March of this year. When I first started, I did not start in Athens. I actually started in Lawrenceville during COVID. And so it was a virtual space for a while where girls, because of COVID, we was isolated. The world was shut down. There was no school in session, but kids still needed that space to be able to talk to their peers, to kind of vent, to talk about what was going on in their world during that time. And so once we stepped away from the virtual setting, we then launched in person, and that was in Lawrenceville. But again, like I said, I wanted to always bring something back to my hometown. And so since bringing it back to my hometown, we have probably served almost 300 plus girls and families, and that's from Athens and all the surrounding areas.
Okay. So what advice would you give young girls joining the group?
Be yourself. Be yourself. That is one thing we're very big on. Nobody can be you, right? You all have a special gift. It may look the same, but it's very different. It's how you deliver it. Be yourself, because in a world that wants you to be like somebody else or look like somebody else or talk like somebody else, that's not authentic. We want you to be your authentic self, because that is how people remember you the most, is by who you are at your core, not trying to mimic somebody else.
So either y'all can answer this question if y'all want to, but just to kind of get in like the background, is there somebody in y'all's life that inspires y'all to keep going and pour into this program, like a loved one or a friend or somebody?
I'm going to say Kiarra. Kiarra was my inspiration. I actually met Kiarra at an event, and after meeting her and receiving the bulletin, I went home and researched. Looked at the website, researched, check her out. You always want to check people out. Checked her out, made sure everything was legitimate. And then I actually reached out to her. We talked about going to church. She actually came. And then I thought that was just really important, and her boys came with her. And then ever since then, I've been a part of EHA because it has been a blessing to our girls.
Okay, so what's your role there?
So I am on the board. And I also help Kiarra with whatever as far as the girls are concerned. If we go on trips, sponsor, give rides, whatever. I just do whatever is needed to be done.
And what do y'all want the main takeaway to be from H.E.R Academy?
H.E.R is created for every girl, from every walk of life. It's not just for a certain girl. It's not for a girl that needs saving, right? It's not for a girl that may be having just some growing pains. It's for every single girl, because we know that there's going to come a point in your life where you're going to need somebody to keep encouraging you to continue to go the next step. A lot of times we have girls that don't necessarily come from a very oriented family, so they might come from foster care, they may come from being adopted, but that doesn't take away from who they are and who they're becoming. So we want everybody to know that H.E.R is exactly what the name is. We're encouraging the next girl to become who she's always been called to be.
Where do you hope to see H.E.R Academy in the future?
In the future, we're making plans. We done already put it out into the atmosphere and let God return it to us how He see fit. But we want H.E.R to potentially be an accredited K through 12 school for girls.
Okay, I like that.
Okay, so then what are some of the biggest challenges girls face today that many adults may not recognize?
Social media pressures, right? We know that's something that adults do know, but they may not know the extent of it. Social media pressures and school pressure. The school culture is a very big thing, because a lot of times as parents, sometimes we have parents that are involved in school, but sometimes we have parents that are not. So they may not know exactly what their child's school culture looks like from their level, not from the principal, not from the teacher, but from her going to school, getting off the bus to the time she gets back on the bus. We have bullying. We have, like I said, social media pressures. We have just so much going on with our youth that I tell parents, sit down and talk to your children and get to know them on their level. Meet them where they are. Don't think you know what's going on in the school, because kids are going through a lot in our own school system. And as adults, if we don't listen to them, then how are we going to know what to change? How are we going to know, like, okay, as my child, how can I continue to give you the right steps or give you the best advice so you can be the best person you need to be every day you're at school, right? You're away from me, so I need to know that you're still taking what I'm teaching you and applying it at school, and hopefully it rubs off on the next.
I can tell you very passionate about it. When you're speaking
You
with your
got to be. You gotta be. It's hard work. I tell everybody, it's hard work. My heart is in it. This is not something that I do just for a hobby. It's not something that I do for acclimates or claps. This is something because I know that I want to encourage her to last past even longer than when I live in, right? I want my picture to be on a building one day at the school that I talked about. This is the lady that started it all, but I want this to be a legacy for all the girls that are coming up.
So with your passion of, just what you believe in, like with Encourage Her Academy, what is like the biggest number of participants that you have in your program? What does that number mean to you?
Our numbers get larger each year. And we are so thankful for that. But what that means to me is the people are listening. The parents are understanding the value of the program. We're reaching new families. It just means our reach is expanding. And therefore, people are trusting us with their child to be able to not override what they're teaching, but to reinforce it. To say, hey, you know what, let me lock arms with this program that's going to help my child in the long run. As an adult, we don't know everything. Everybody's child is different, but I think too, as an adult, sometimes it's hard for us to reach out and say, hey girl, I need some help, right? So I think as our numbers continue to grow, that means more women, more families are saying, you know what, I recognize that it's now time for me to get that help. It's now time for me to lock arms with a program that can get my child to her next level.
Go ahead.
What do you hope students will take from your program when they leave?
All type of things, right? But no, for my girls, when they leave, and we just had a senior who graduated this year, and she is now getting ready to head to Savannah State University. Girl, just go there knowing you that girl, right? Knowing you that girl, but you have a backing. You have a family behind you, because as you step into your next journey, we know it's going to be different. It's going to be hard, but you have people you can call on. You have people you can vent to. And so we just want every girl, whether she comes to us throughout the whole program or if she stay 1 year, just know you'll forever have that family.
So what is your passion to founding Encourage Her Academy?
What's my passion?
Yeah.
Like, why did I do it?
Yeah.
Because. No, I started it simply because, like I said, I want every girl to know that it's a place for you. It's a space for you. It's a table for you. And it looks different. Everybody looks different at the table, but everybody's bringing their own sauce, which makes it amazing.
Thank you. And with that, we'll be right back after a quick run of commercials.
In the month of August, Black Philanthropy Month is widely celebrated to lift Black nonprofits by giving and funding equity. You have the opportunity to support a Black-run nonprofit near you. The Athens-Clarke County High School Completion Initiative is a Black-run nonprofit serving Athens youth year-round. To donate, you can go to www.acchsci.org and click on Contact Us, then click on Donations and select the Many Voices, One Movement campaign.
Stop scrolling. This takes 30 seconds. Open your Kroger app, search A-CC High School Completion Initiatives Incorporated, and hit enroll. That's it. You shop, we educate. Make your groceries count.
Are you passionate about sports like football, basketball, or even flag football? The Athens-Clarke County High School Completion Initiative is looking for students in grades 8th through 12th to broadcast high school and Little League sports live on MURadioAthens.com. If you are someone you know is motivated, dependable, and ready to learn what it takes to break into the exciting world of sports broadcasting, this is your chance. To apply, submit your audition tape to hsci@acchsci.org by July 20th. Don't just watch the game, call it on your local internet radio station, MURadioAthens.com. Apply today. Let your broadcasting journey begin.
Welcome back to Education Matters, the official voice of the youth. My name is Aiden Dowdy, and joining me in the studio are
Nivea Hood,
Andrea Taylor,
and we are still with our guests,
Kiarra Trammell,
Vee Phillips.
But before we jump back into today's show, Nivea will give us our word of the week.
And this is Nivea with your word of the week. The word of the week is empower, meaning to give someone the confidence, skills, or ability to do something successful. The word empower comes from the English word power with the prefix "m", meaning to give. It began used in English in the 1600s and means to give power or authority to. Used in a sentence, H.E.R Academy works to empower young people to become confident leaders in their community.
Thank you to Nivea. You want to ask the first question?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I got a question for you.
Sure.
What have you learned over the years while working with what's your name? Kiarra. Sorry, I was going to say something else. What have you learned over the years while working with Miss Kiarra?
I've learned, which I knew a little bit about nonprofits and that, you have to raise money. But I've really learned, being in the trenches with her, that you really do have to have funding in order for us to be able to do things for our girls. You have to have funding. It's not something that we go to a job and use our paychecks to pour into the girls. We actually need funding throughout the community in order for our girls to be able to do different activities. So it's very, very important to realize that for other people, that the more they give, even if it's not monetary, they can come in and help, like mentor or sponsor like book bags for school, different things. So we are always in need and encourage people to pour into our organization.
She said we started from the bottom, now we here.
That's true. That's true.
So the H.E.R and H.E.R Academy, why is it like dotted?
So it does stand for hope, empowerment, and resilience. So it's actually encourage hope, encourage empowerment, encourage resilience.
Oh, no, H.E.R
That's
is an
smart.
acronym.
That's smart, actually.
I could have thought of that.
That's really smart.
I could have thought of that.
But you did.
No. So through all your years of doing Encourage Her, what has been your favorite part?
All of it, the journey, actually. No day is ever alike, no month is ever alike, no girl is alike. So it's just the journey of it, because from when we first started to now, we have taken all type of twists and turns, and for the good, even for the bad too, because it's not always yeses. Of course, like Vee said, one thing is learning that nonprofit work is work, and you're working for non-profit. So that means you're not getting a profit, so it has to be hard work, because that is why I wake up every day. That's what continues to motivate me. That's what drives me, because I know that this program is coming from good ground. And so just being able to just see the twists and turns, the elevation, the people we're connecting with, the doors that are opening, I enjoy all of it.
How would you encourage more young females to join your program?
Just give it a chance. I always tell moms and dads, because they reach out and be like, hey, I'm thinking about, enrolling my daughter, but I'm not sure if she'll like it. Mm-hmm. Just give it a chance. Trust me. Just go out on a limb. Try it for the first time. I said, of course, our kids going to always say no. My kids be saying no to stuff until I say, you going to try it, and then we'll talk about it, and they always end up liking it. Mm-hmm. So I always tell our parents, if you're thinking about it, go ahead. Don't talk yourself out of it. She is in great hands, and I promise you, once she comes in and embrace it and see exactly how our day-to-day is, she's gonna love it.
Mind you, you got two females right here.
Oh, I know. So my question, Nivea and Andrea. So am I gonna hear from y'all parents this week?
We will.
About enrollment?
Nivea. Andrea?
I said I will.
She said, yeah, but you.
No, it's not an ask. Mom, I have a request. If you want me to be the best that I can be and pursue the things that I know I can pursue, Encourage Her is where I need to be.
Okay, so what's the schedule for H.E.R Academy?
So we are currently on summer break, and so we will start back up the week after Labor Day. Labor Day is September. And so we run from September to May. So we're on the same school schedule as Clark County School District. And so we meet bi-weekly on weekends, but we also have trips and events that are in between all of that. So for the most part, bi-weekly, Weekends is when the girls get together as a group, but you do have a cohort of people in your same age range with a mentor and a co-mentor where you'll do things away from the group, but just with you guys.
So what type of like experiences do your girls do? Like, do y'all go on trips and stuff?
We do. We go on trips. We have a lot of community partners that come in and facilitate workshops. This past school year, we had an artist by the name Miss Renetta Burley.
I know who that is.
She came in and taught the girls how to do tufting, carpet tufting. So they created their own carpet, like their own design. So some girls had Hello Kitty. Some girls had Lilo, Stitch. But it's carpets that they put together, they tufted, and they're now part of their room, which is also the skill that you don't necessarily, get from school. Financial literacy is a big one. We have partnership with banks that come in and do that workshop. We do a lot of different things. We have I can't disclose it right now, but we have a very big opportunity and trip that will be taking place in May of next year that will be eye-opening. And I will leave a hint. If you know where the motherland is.
Wait, I feel that. I was just testing to make sure y'all knew.
I know you're not gay season right now. Wait, so it's only for girls?
But no, you know what? So we have had a lot of parents that have daughters and sons, and they say, "Hey, have you ever thought about and encourage him?" My answer is a yes. However, it's to be determined and to be announced, because there's a lot of things that go in the back end to make sure that program runs as smoothly as the girls' side.
If you did start and encourage him academy, how do you think that would go?
I think it'd be pretty dope, actually. I got some dope females that help with the girls. I just got to find some real dope men that want to help with the guys.
Not him.
Yeah.
Mind you. Yeah. You said maybe Cordell? Cordell don't work well with kids.
Yes, he do.
I'm a great.
So if y'all know some males that I can talk to kind of encourage him going, send them my way.
What type of what type of context are you looking for in that? Because I know a bunch of people that work in the vicinity of working with kids.
Someone that's consistent, someone that's dependable, somebody that's gonna understand what this actually means, who we're serving, and everything that comes with it.
How many you need?
Well, how many you gonna recruit the fellas too? Who gonna join?
Hold on, you asking for a little too much. I can give you the coaches.
Okay, if you can give me about 5 coaches to start with, we'll work out a plan.
You had about 2 minutes.
See, look,
Cause look, I can think of hold on, 1, 2, 3.
Just stop right here.
I can use about 5, 6. I can come up with a couple. About 5. They're gonna be older. 3 of them gonna be older. 2 of them gonna be younger, on the younger side.
Okay.
Younger as in
like 20, in between 25 and 35. Yeah. The others will probably be maybe 30, 35, 50.
That's fine.
So may I ask you a question?
What's up?
What would it take if she does launch Encourage Him? What would it take for you to join?
It'd probably be the schedule more than anything.
The schedule.
You got a busy schedule?
Yeah.
What is it?
Every Wednesday I got practice. Every Monday I have this. Every Sunday I have a meeting. Every Thursday I gotta go somewhere. And every Friday I'm at somewhere else. My only free days is Tuesday and maybe Saturday, depending on what I gotta do.
But
you could probably do every other Sunday or something. You could squeeze it in there. Yeah. You'd be great. You would be great with that.
You see how bluntly I just said that?
You did.
You said y'all said y'all scheduled for the Encourage Her Academy during the weekends?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So what days?
Sunday.
Just Sunday?
Mm-hmm. You don't be doing that.
It's Sundays. We do it that way because a lot of our girls are part of school extracurriculars. Mm-hmm. And so fall time, we know it's football. Some girls are cheerleaders. So we try not to overwhelm our parents with their own schedules, like work schedules, transportation. So Sundays typically work best for the whole And it works that way. And that way we can show up on Friday nights to the games, Saturdays for those that play like Little League and stuff like that. So we try to make it easy for our parents.
You go ahead.
You got it.
Okay. Are y'all like, how do y'all feel when like some people don't really show up on Sundays?
It's their loss, really. I mean, we encouraged for the girls and the parents to come. You never know what you're going to miss. I mean, we do a lot of different fun things, and sometimes when you miss, you can't make that time back up. So it could be a project like the tufting. You have other girls that are waiting to do it, so it's very important. It's really a requirement that they show up. Because you show up for school, right? You show up for the things that you want to do, right? So if this is important to you, you're going to show up.
You just got to say something.
I mean, I'm just saying. I used to not show up for school.
So can y'all like tell us one thing y'all did on a Sunday that the girls really liked it?
Everything.
No, but like something specific.
I mean, like, because like I said, no day is ever the same. So they actually, like, we're on summer break right now. I have girls and parents saying, hey, can we get together? Can we get together? I'm like, Miss Kiarra on a break right now. Because they miss the community. They miss the sisterhood. They just miss the vibe that we have. And so when I say, I'm saying everything because literally they enjoy everything that we do.
So we have taken them like on horseback riding. You knew that?
I know how to do it.
Oh, you know how to do it. I thought you were saying that you were with the girls. But, okay. I'm just saying. Okay. So we have done horseback riding. What else have we taken them to the movies? What is that? Alumni Cookie Dough. Didn't we go in there? What's the name of the place? Oh, Alumni.
Yeah, downtown.
Yeah, not that one, the other one.
It's next to the hotel downtown.
I know.
We did, they participated in the breast cancer. We were at the Great American Cookie near Publix. They've done a lot of fun things.
We've done several workshop and conferences in Atlanta where the girls get to go there and meet other girl organizations across the state of Georgia and build those relationships. We just
done a lot.
We just got a lot going on.
Think about running sports through H.E.R Academy.
Since you said it was gonna be a school.
Yeah, on the school side, yes, but not on a nonprofit side.
Why?
Coaches. Is this going to be paid? Is this going to be volunteer? Who's the opponent? It's a lot that goes into that.
Or speaking of sports, or would you be more willing to bring your girls to like games to watch? More so like basketball games or
so we've gone to Georgia. We've done gymnastics. Georgia, University of Georgia is a big supporter of us. So our girls have gone to Gym Dog Days where they went to the gymnastics. Even the Aikensford Arena with the hockey team. We've done hockey. So they go out and see different sports. They play sports. We show up for our girls who play sports. So we have girls that run track. We have girls that do majorette, that cheer. We be in them stands yelling with our little cowbells, with our pink shirts on. Flag football. Yeah, we have all of that. So we be out there. It's a family.
That's nice.
Thank you. And with that, we'll be right back after a quick run of commercials.
Athens, Clarke County is one of the most food insecure communities in Georgia. Every night, thousands of Athenians, both young and old, go to bed lacking sufficient amounts of quality and nutritious food. It's a tragedy being addressed by the nonprofit organization Feed My Sheep Ltd. Once a week, the members of Feed My Sheep Ltd. deliver food to the homes of people in need. If you or someone you know is in need of quality nutrition, call Feed My Sheep Ltd. at 706-850-6499. That's 706-850-6499. Feed My Sheep Ltd. It's more than serving food, it's serving God.
This is an important message from Isaiah Ellison of Ellison's Professional Services, LLC. Do you want to save money and build wealth for your family? Then do a household budget. And then live on 90% of your income and save the other 10%. Remember, it's not how much you make, it's how much you spend. And remember, go with who you know. Ellison's Professional Services.
Stop scrolling. This takes 30 seconds. Open your Kroger app, search A-CC High School Completion Initiatives Incorporated, and hit enroll. That's it. You shop, we educate. Make your groceries count.
This is Juice Arabia with an underage drinking myth and fact sponsored by Drug Free Athens. Myth: I can drink alcohol and not have any problems. Fact: if you are under 21 years old, alcohol is a big problem. It is illegal. Kids who drink are more likely to get poor grades in school and are at higher risk of being crime victims. That was an underage drinking myth and fact sponsored by Drug Free Athens. For more information on preventing youth substance abuse, go to drugfreeathens.org.
Are you passionate about sports like football, basketball, or even flag football? The Athens-Clarke County High School Completion Initiative is looking for students in grades 8 through 12 to broadcast high school and Little League sports live on MURadioAthens.com. If you or someone you know is motivated, dependable, and ready to learn what it takes to break into the exciting world of sports broadcasting, this is your chance. To apply, submit your audition tape to hsci@acchsci.org by July 20th. Don't just watch the game, call it on your local internet radio station, MURadioAthens.com. Apply today. Let your broadcasting journey begin.
I didn't always think I'd make it to high school, but programs like the ACC High School Completion Initiative helped me stay on track. Now imagine helping students like me just by grocery shopping. With your Kroger Plus card, you can link to ACC High School Completion Initiative, Inc. through Community Rewards. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps provide support, resources, and a second chance. So next time you shop, know you're doing more than buying groceries. You're helping someone reach graduation.
This is an important message from Isaiah Ellison of Ellison's Professional Services, LLC. Did you know that under IRS rules, you can pay your minor child up to $15,750 a year that will not be taxable to your child, but you can still deduct it on your tax return? Keep the money in the family and go with who you know. Ellison's Professional Services.
You're still here with Education Matters, the official voice of the youth. My name is Aiden Dowdy, and joining me in the studio are
Nivea Hood
and Andrea Taylor.
And we are still with our two guests,
Kiarra Trammell,
Vee Phillips.
But before we jump back into today's show, Andrea will give us our scholarship.
Your scholarship spotlight is Horatio Alger Scholarship Program. They provide awards like scholarships ranging from $10,000 to $25,000. Able to be eligible. For you to be eligible, you have to be high school juniors and seniors planning to attend college, demonstrated financial need, a minimum GPA of 2.0, a U.S. citizen, and students who have overcome adversity and show perseverance. For the application process, you have to complete the online application, submit a high school transcript, provide information about financial need, write short essays describing personal challenges and future goals. How to apply. Students can visit horatioalger.org to learn more about eligibility requirements, deadlines, and to submit an application.
I like that right there. Still not applying. I might not apply for that.
Hey, Dad.
I'm just kidding. I'm definitely applying for that when I go to college. Speaking of college, does Encourage Her have any type of college program? As in, is there anything that y'all do to kind of get them into trying to pursue college if that's what they want to do?
Yes, so with our 9th through 12th grade girls, we have a program that's called Beyond the Tassel. And what that is kind of introduce workforce development and college readiness. Because we know that a lot of girls will take different journeys after high school graduation. Mm-hmm. So we want to make sure that they are equipped for whatever they decide to do. Everybody doesn't go to college, but everybody doesn't enter the workforce right away. But we show them what both sides look like if you want to pursue that.
So, for girls that come to you and they come to you about bullying and stuff and like problems, like how do you help them?
So we have partnership with licensed behavioral clinicians through partnership with MedLink. And so if it gets to the point where we know that one of our girls is really, really struggling to the point that it may potentially lead to self-harm, we will get her in with that clinician to kind of talk about it. But if it's not that severe, we are able to have that conversations with her because we are trauma informed. And so what that looks like is just giving her that space to vent, giving her that space to just let us in and talk about like what's going on. And then if it's something that we need to reach out and get mom or, like I said, a higher up, then we do. So we kind of gauge it as the conversation.
So how do you know if that's like when it's not that serious and when it is serious?
Through conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Through conversation. So it depends on so it depends on what's shared.
Anyway,
she said her answer though.
No.
Like
talking to them.
If you're conversating, like how you're conversating right now, very aggressive.
No, I'm saying though.
Are you sure?
I'm saying though, like, how can you like? Never mind, bro. I give up.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
so what has surprised y'all the most about like how students change from over the years being in y'all program? Like, say if a girl came in so insecure and now she's just bright and like woo woo, like how does that make y'all feel?
We get that a lot. Almost every single girl comes to us shy, withdrawn, timid. I don't know what my mama done signed me up for. So, cause she's thinking about it as school, what's going on at school, until she realized that's not the culture here, right? And so that's why I say give it a chance, because a lot of times girls come in automatically thinking like, okay, well, it's gonna be clicked up. These girls gonna be hanging with these girls. I'm gonna be like the loner. I'm the new, but it's not like that. And so to kind of see them come in, not talking, not really, vibing, to once the like literally the light bulb goes off, it's a family. And so a lot of times our parents are like, she came to you so quiet and so shy. I can't get her to stop talking now. All she want to do is know when the next time EHA is getting together. She ready to get with you guys. Because again, like I said, the girls come to us thinking it's another school. It's another school-like setting until you come in and see it's definitely not that.
So, like, how is, like, the building set up and the interior?
So, we used to have a clubhouse. Our clubhouse was in Watkinsville. And I can say what it looked like. What that looked like was we are very intentional. And when I say intentional, we cater to your senses, right? So, from the time you came in to what you smelled. Right? So, smell like lemongrass, calming, to what you saw. We had words of inspiration, paintings, everything on the wall, even the colors of the wall. I changed the colors of the wall to the furniture that we had, even down to we had a sound and meditation room that was different from a classroom setting. Bean bags, yoga mats, blankets, whole vibe, right? Low candles, low light. Girls love that space because they could just go lay out on the floor, have that talk, tell Alexa to play whatever little music they want to play, and just woosah. Because, again, when you come to Encourage Her, we want you to block out all the noise that you had before you came through our doors. And so that way, we talk to your senses. You may not know it, but we talking to your senses before you even open your mouth. And so even the music they played in the lobby, parents recognize stuff like that. It calms you down because whatever we have planned for the day, whatever workshop we're about to do, we want your undivided attention. But before we put you into that setting, we're going to calm you down. We're going to open up your mind so you're able to absorb what we have for you. When you leave us, you're going to be calm. So we outgrew that space, of course. So numbers got high, classroom got little. So now what we do, we utilize different spaces in the community, but we are looking for our forever home because our forever home looks way bigger than what I just told you, with even more spaces, not just for girls, but for parents. Parents have requested a parents' lounge. We try to incorporate that. So, of course, we're looking for the right building, whether that's something that's already here that we can just renovate or something we build from the ground up, but we're taking our time.
Why do you think it's important for girls to have female mentors like you guys?
To show you somebody has already walked that journey that you're getting ready to walk. To show you that somebody has gone before you. To show you like, hey, I went, like Vee said, we've been through the trenches, so you don't necessarily have to. Now, are we going to be able to shield you from everything? Absolutely not. But we will be able to give you the tools in your tool belt to navigate it to the best of your ability. So having strong female mentors is just your blueprint to show you that it can be done.
What do you mean by trenches?
It's hard. Anything worth having, you're going to have to fight for it. You have to work for it. It's not going to be a handout. But it shows you, like, if Miss Kiarra can do it, so can I.
So, before you joined the program, Miss Vee, how was your mindset? Like, what were you doing?
Honestly, what was I doing before then?
Yeah.
Homeschooling my children.
So you're used to, like, schooling kids? Yes.
Yes.
Said homeschool the best school.
I'm not going to say it's the best school. It was the best school for my children at the time. So.
Well, I'm a homeschooler. I'm a homeschool child too.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it was great. They were successful in it. But seeing that, you know, I always wanted to make sure that my daughter had something to do. And although when I met Kiarra, my daughter was she was of age. She was too old to actually join. But she did come and do different things with a couple of friends. She helped us out during camp. And so she was very involved. She's not here any longer. But just being able to pour into other kids has been really wonderful.
So I also would like to know, if you were to try to give the girls that are at H.E.R Academy the best experience possible, what's your plan? What's your layout?
We meet girls where they are, right? We know that every girl that comes through our door is different, so that best experience is going to vary towards that girl. But we try to meet every girl exactly where she is so she can feel seen, heard, and valued, and know that when she's here, whether it's a conversation she had with Ms. V or with me or any of our other team, we try to incorporate that. We ask them, what trips do y'all want to go on? What workshops would y'all like to learn? And we incorporate that into our curriculum because we want them to know, like, we hear y'all and we're here to make sure that you know that anything you have requests, if we're able to do it, we're going to do it.
At the end of the day, what skills do you hope your girls leave with after participating in your program?
Self-confidence for one, and being able to speak and use their voice how they see fit, right? Not being timid, not being shy, not shrinking themselves to just fit in, but understanding that you have a voice and it's meant for people to hear it. And knowing that as long as you come as your authentic self, then people are going to hear it. It may not be right off the bat, but continue, right? Like I said, it's hard work. But our thing is, if we have one girl, if it's only one out of the many girls we don't have, if one girl says, as I grew up, I kept going back to what H.E.R taught me. We've done what we're supposed to do.
Okay.
So that leads me to my next question. What do you want for the girls that are at H.E.R Academy? What do you want them to come out as when they leave H.E.R Academy?
Whatever it is they're called to be. Whatever, that's their own journey. But I want them to be the best at it. I want them to really walk into it and fully know that this is my calling, this is why I was here, this is my purpose. It's whatever, it's their journey, it's not mine. I'm just here to make sure that they understand that you can do it and they have a back in case it get hard.
Okay, would you think about doing some type of curriculum that like supports what they want to be when they grow up? As in, let's say one wants to be a chef, the other one wants to be a cosmetologist.
So that falls into our Beyond the Tassel program, which is workforce and college readiness, which they get to shadow those careers. So if you say, hey, I want to be a chef, okay, so we're going to find a local chef in the area where you can go do a shadow and see if that's really what you want to do. The best thing to do is put you in the environment to see if that's really what you want to do. Because a lot of times you find out, like me watching Chef Ramsay on TV ain't really what's going on with the chef at UGA, right? So I get over there thinking I'm finna have a whole fire on my little filet and mignon and stuff like that. But then you get over there and it's chaotic. You got to understand, like, I'm a chef, but I also have people under me.
Yeah.
My dish may not make it to the table if the people under me ain't putting it out in time.
Right.
So it's kind of the best thing that works is putting them into real life situations to see if that's what they want to do.
That's nice. So, like, with family and, like, mothers and parents and stuff and sisters, like, if somebody's old, like, can they just, like, how would they be able to help the program? Because, you know, they can't come in there.
Oh, like in what? What you mean?
Like, you said the program's from 6 to 17. Like, what if there's, like, a sister from somebody that's in the program that wants to join in?
So we have,
help?
so we always have volunteers that come in. They can help with workshops, events, outings. If it's a parent that wants to help, that's chaperoning, right? A lot of our parents do help out, whether it's through fundraising, community events where they go and man our table to talk to the community. But if we have like an older sibling that's late teens, early 20s, and just want to be part, we can always do peer leadership or peer mentoring.
Why is education such an important part of empowerment?
Why is education important to empowerment?
Yeah.
Because I grew up, education is everything, honestly. Mm-hmm. Education is everything. You have to have some sort of education to be able to navigate life, reading, writing, math, even if it's just the basics. So education is pretty much like the start of your footwork, and if you don't have it, you kind of fall by the wayside almost. And so that's why we strive so much to be academically sound, but also on the hindsight of that, it ties into your dreams and aspirations, right? Because even if you want to be a business owner, there's things in education you're going to need to know in order to have a successful, thriving business. It goes hand in hand.
Thank you. And with that, we'll be right back after a quick round of commercials.
In the month of August, Black Philanthropy Month is widely celebrated to lift Black nonprofits by giving and funding equity. You have the opportunity to support a Black-run nonprofit near you. The Athens-Clarke County High School Completion Initiative is a Black-run nonprofit serving Athens youth year-round. To donate, you can go to www.acchsci.org and click on Contact Us, then click on Donations and select the Many Voices, One Movement campaign.
Let me show you how easy it is to give back. Open the Kroger app, tap the menu, go to Rewards, then Community Rewards, search for ACC High School Completion Initiative, Inc., and hit enroll. That's it. Now every time you use your Kroger Plus card, a portion goes towards helping local students finish high school. No extra cost, no extra effort, just real impact.
With an underage drinking myth and fact sponsored by Drug-Free Athens. Myth: I can drink alcohol and not have any problems. Fact: if you are under 21 years old, alcohol is a big problem. It is illegal. Kids who drink are more likely to get poor grades in school and are at higher risk of being crime victims. That was an underage drinking myth and fact sponsored by Drug-Free Athens. For more information on preventing youth substance abuse, go to drugfreeathens.org.
an important message from Isaiah Ellison of Ellison's Professional Services, LLC. Do you want to give yourself a raise, increase your credit score, and save money at the same time? Then pay your bills on the due date. Don't use a grace period, because if you do, your credit score is going to go down and you're going to pay more in interest rates and fees. Remember, go with who you know. Ellison's Professional Services.
You're still here with Education Matters, the official voice of the youth. My name is Aiden Dowdy, and joining me in the studio are
Nivea Hood,
Andrea Taylor.
And we are still here with our two guests,
Kiarra Trammell,
Vee Phillips.
But before we jump back into today's show, Kareem Lumpkin will be giving us our 2-year health.
Today's 2-year health is with Kareem Lumpkin. Okay, so drinking enough water can help improve energy levels, concentration, digestion, and overall body function. Staying hydrated also helps regulate body temperature, supports healthy skin, and prevents headaches caused by dehydration. Keep a water bottle nearby and drink throughout the day. And that's your today's 2-year health fact with Kareem.
So, what advice would you give parents raising daughters in today's world?
Prayer first, and really just try to be open with them so they have a safe place. Because girls are hard. Y'all don't always want to come to your mother. So when we can create a safe space and help you to know that even if you can't come to the mother, have somebody that you trust that you can go to. For instance, encourage her. All of us really want to make it a safe space for our girls.
And to piggyback off what V is saying, I would also, the advice I would give mothers is grace. Give your daughters grace, because they are definitely growing up in a time and an era that is definitely different from when they may have grown up. So things that may have worked or advice they may have gotten from an elder when they was growing up may not necessarily be what works for girls these days, right? So listen to your daughter. Really listen to her. Don't listen to automatically have a reply, but listen to understand where she's coming from and how together we can find a solution for it. So just create that space where she knows, like, okay, mom is going to be mom, but also mom is my safe space too when I really need to talk to her.
Okay, so then what advice would you give mothers raising sons?
Same thing. I'm a boy mom, right? I give my sons that space to be vulnerable with me, to be able to show their emotions and to know that if you cry, if you have emotions, you're human. You're entitled to that. That doesn't make you less of a man. That doesn't make you hard or not hard, soft or whatever. But it lets you know, like, my mom is listening to me as a person and she understands what I'm going through. And if I don't have all the answers, I'm going to find somebody that can help you.
Since there's different age groups in, like, Encourage Her Academy, like, how do y'all get them all to, like, talk from 6 to 17? I don't see that. I don't see a 6-year-old talking to a 17-year-old.
Actually, you do, because that 6-year-old looks at that 17-year-old like a big sister, because she may not have a big sister. She may be the oldest or she may be the only child. So she's able to interact with somebody that's not her age. It's somebody older, so she's looking at her for inspiration. She's interested in knowing, like, what's going on at your school. I know what's going on in elementary, but you tell me what's going on in high school. But it's almost like they come together and it meshes so well. It's a beautiful thing to see. And that's why I invite any community person, any interested mother, any person interested in EHA to come witness a workshop, because I can sit here all day and tell you about it, but it truly hits different when you see it with your own eyes.
And how can schools, churches, and community organizations better support young women?
Creating that space, like I said, creating that space that's authentic and creating that space that's safe for them. A lot of times our girls are shy or don't necessarily talk because they don't have that trust. You have to build that trust, right? We have to know if I can trust you with my thoughts or with how I'm feeling, and to know that I'm safe with you, to know that, okay, I'm going to go have this one-on-one with Miss Kiarra. We're going to talk about some deep stuff, but at the end of the day, her advice is going to help me get through that. It's not going to be spread across the organization for people to laugh or to make mockery of me, but it's solely to make sure that I'm okay and that I know that I have that backing. So I just say those spaces just need to create authentic spaces with people who truly listen, right? Not to chastise, like I said, not to kind of oversee or whatever, but to kind of meet girls where they are so they can fully know that they have people that's willing to wrap their arms around them.
So how do you encourage girls to dream and work around negativity that they may experience?
Show them what it looks like in real time. Put them in scenarios where they have to like mentally work through that and show steps to conflict resolution, right, is a big one. Somebody's bullying you. How, in your current state, how do you handle that? Then we work backwards to show you how you can. Even with dreaming big, show them opportunity exposure. A lot of times our kids don't dream big because they've never seen it in real life. We're going to show you in real life what that looks like so that light bulb can go off in your head. A lot of times you simply don't do because you don't know, and that's what we're here for.
Being surrounded by, like, girls, is there any, like, attitude there? No?
Girls
gonna always have some attitude. No, so every girl is different. We are full of emotions, hormones, and everything that come with it. So of course that's gonna happen. But again, if you have the right people that know how to navigate it, it's a different outcome, right? So we know that, okay, all girls gonna go through a period of time where they're going through some things, right? But if she doesn't have the proper knowledge on how to cope with it or how to get through it, she's gonna just do what always has worked. But we encourage her. That's why I said we try to give you tools for your tool belt, because there's other ways to handle situations for better outcomes.
Okay.
What are your goals? Wait, actually, I take that back. If funding and resources were unlimited, what new programs would you love to create?
That's a great question.
If funding was unlimited,
funding and resources,
honey, we will have our school up and going. We will actually have a group home for girls that are in foster care that has not found their forever home, or for girls that have aged out of foster care but have not found a home. We will have a space for them. Actually, I have a thing that I want to do. It's called EHA Land, right? It's like Disneyland, but it's EHA Land, and it's full of resources and community partners that are helping our girls get to the next, no matter like what the struggle is, parents and everything, teen pregnancy, homelessness, food insecurity. EHA Land is where you would come to get to the next step.
I like that.
I know you keep like saying about this school, like what is the school gonna teach? Because how they gonna graduate?
So
what you mean? To graduate, you have to like have certain credits to graduate. How would they graduate from your school?
She said teach them things that they don't teach girls in normal school.
Right. So with EHA, you will have your core curriculums: math, science, reading, right? But we will go a little deeper to life skills, right? Things that we know that a regular public school stops at certain things. They're not going to go past certain things. But for our school, we're going to teach you those core subjects plus life skills. You get it?
So like, so instead of like the what's them things called? The your electives. So instead of your electives, you will have like the life skill classes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Anyways, what legacy do you hope encourage her academy leaves for future generations?
That's a big one. The legacy that I want encourage her to leave is that's a loaded question actually. So I want it to be something that a small town girl like me from Athens, she went after her dreams, and she really went after it through the hard times, through the ups and downs, but outside of all of that, she made it happen. So the legacy that I wanted to leave is simply, if Miss Kiarra can do it, so can I.
Okay.
And here on Education Matters, we ask all of our guests this essential question, which is, why does education matter to y'all?
Education matters to me because that's part of my blueprint, right? Having education to back me as a business owner, as a community leader, as a mother, that's one of my pillars in life. And so I feel that everybody at least needs that basic education. You don't have to have an extensive, education, but at least start somewhere. Education matters because it's going to take you further in life.
Okay. For me, I'm going to be very transparent. So because I was homeschooling my children, I wanted my children to see that college mattered. So while they were schooling, I was taking college courses. And it took me years to finish. It actually took 13 years to finish, but that was because it was on and off through life happening. But I did it. Actually, I just graduated in May.
Congratulations.
So, thank
We
you.
like that.
Thank you. So it's important. It's important to have your schooling.
Thank you. Thank you for listening to Education Matters, the official voice of the youth. Education Matters is sponsored by Drug Free Athens, Ellison's Professional Services, Athens Bounce Rentals, and MeURadioAthens.com. If you missed any portion of this program or would like to hear it again, it can be heard Saturday at 9 a.m. and 10 a.m., Monday at 5:30 p.m., and Tuesday at 10 a.m. on MeURadioAthens.com. You can also listen to me at our YouTube channel, Education Matters Network. Education Matters is a production of the High School Completion Initiative.